Hey, you guys, welcome back, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your girl, Nikki, and today I'm bringing opportunities for advertisement on my channel. If anyone is interested, they can email us at naughtylove2020@gmail.com. Our prices are affordable and reasonable, and please reach out to us. We can start our videos with any commercials that you would like us to advertise. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out. One. And we're back. Good evening. Hey, goddess. Hey, love you long time. Good evening. Naughty crew. What's up? We back for round two. Earlier, I was having technical difficulties, so I had to end the live because I was just like frustrated. But what's up? I'm going to give YouTube a chance to send out some notifications. I need to be sharing my live right now. Off the hook. But as you all are loading up in the room, please thumbs up the video. And it was a lot to get into earlier, so maybe God was telling me get off this live so you could do it right the first time. Okay. Some of the things we were talking about earlier, we talked about Quad and King from Married to Medicine officially announcing that they have broken up, and at the end of the day, Quad bought her a man for the show. She needed a storyline, and I'm wondering what she's going to do for next season. But I don't even understand why Quad is on the show. Now, Keisha, she debunked the whole relationship a long time ago. But that was a fake relationship. But I was just watching Voodoo and stuff, and at the end of the day, these people on reality TV, they do the most just to stay on TV instead of being their authentic selves. And I think that's the problem with a lot of media nowadays, whether it's reality TV. We discussed earlier how all the daytime talk shows are getting canceled or whatever. Sherry Shepherd, my thing is, you came in after Wendy. Wendy set the bar like so high. She is one of one. Is no replacing that. But they canceling Jennifer Hudson. They canceling Kelly Clarkson. And I think what people are missing, they want authenticity. They want transparency. And that's why you seeing a lot of these big networks getting canceled. MSNBC, CNN ain't been right since Don Lemon left. Okay, like all these major corporations are getting taken down because platform for like YouTube, although we have restrictions, we could pretty much talk about whatever we want. Okay. And this is what's going on with the current administration and politics. They are trying, we are fighting for our basic civil liberties, our right to free speech, our right to press and things like that. That's why Don was locked up, because he was exposing it all. Let's talk about it, okay? So let's get into Don Lemon. He was released. Shout out to him because I'm definitely a Lemon head. Love him long time. Loved him since he was on CNN. Because one thing I like about Don, he stands on business and he ain't scared of nobody. Okay, so we're gonna get into that. I want to get into Claressa Sheilds putting fear into content creators. Like, girl, bye. Okay, and then Chrisean Rock, they actually announced her fight or whatever. So I want to get into her opponent. It's given they just want her to get an easy win. She still will not earn, to me, the respect of the boxing community. I think Egypt was a better fit. And I think if Egypt would have said her name right, Chrisean Rock, I think if she would have said her name right, she might have had a chance. But like, I thought she was a good fit. Hi. Hi, Dustin. What's going on? Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's. I'm just giving YouTube a chance to send some notifications out. Um I want to get into Don Lemon. Also, I want to get into Cardi B, her Saturday Night Live performance or whatever. But shout out to Don Lemon. He took it on the chin like a champ. And let me tell you guys, this is rich people problems. This is definitely rich people problems, but they picked the right one because Don is being persecuted because he did what he does at as a journalist. Like he it's his job to cover the news. Absolutely. Absolutely. But before we get into it, make sure y'all are liking the video. Make sure you are sharing this live out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. But I think a lot of people are figuring out like independent media is where it is at. Okay. Okay. How come I can't find when Don Lemon was released? Okay, and I told y'all I find it kind of odd that Nicki Minaj was just out here trolling Don, and how come nobody ever talk about like how she's very homophobic, and it's just a double standard. I'm over it. I'm over it with her. I don't care. I don't want to hear any of her music. I think she should be canceled, to be quite honest. I think she should definitely be canceled, but shout out to Don Lemon. Here we go. Let me just look for this. Make sure y'all like in the video. But Don has been everywhere. Like he's been capitalized. All right, everything we discuss here falls under fair use commentary. We are protected by the copyright 107, and we're here to give our opinions, okay? And we do not condone bullying or anything like that, okay? So shout out to where are we getting this from? ABC News. This is Don Lemon getting released after prison. But Don is tough. Like it's going to take a lot more to shake him, okay? But Trump's administration, they're going after independent media. Why? Because they are holding him accountable. And the things that have come out in these Epstein files about him, how can people look the other way? And we're going to get into it in a few or whatever new. We'll get into some other trending topics, okay? Thumbs up this video. Here we go.
I have spent my entire career covering. I will not stop now. In fact, there is no more important time than right now, this very moment, for a free and independent media that shines a light on the truth and holds those in power accountable. Again, I will not stop now. I will not stop ever. Last night, the DOJ sent a team of federal agents to arrest me in the middle of the night for something that I've been doing for the last 30 years, and that is covering the news. The First Amendment of the Constitution protects that work for me and for countless of other journalists who do what I do. I stand with all of them, and I will not be silent. I look forward to my day in court.
Now, this all has to do with that protest in a Minnesota church back on January 18th that Don Lemon covered. The government accusing Lemon of doing more than just covering a story. Former CNN anchor and President Trump critic Don Lemon arrested by federal law enforcement late Thursday night at the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Beverly Hills. Lemon charged with federal civil rights crimes in connection with an anti-immigration protest at a Minnesota church back on January 18th. Lemon, who was in Los Angeles covering the Grammy Awards, posted this on social media hours before his arrest. Lemon has been accused of interfering with the First Amendment rights of worshipers at that church, whose pastor also works for ICE. But Lemon has maintained he had no affiliation with the protesters and was there covering the story.
You have the right to.
And I just want to add, Naughty Crew, at the end of the day, I feel like they made up charges just to charge him with, because why? They want to shut him up. Why? Because Don is the type of journalist that holds people accountable, and he has been exposing this administration for the fraud that they are, okay? So right after this, of course, Don spoke, and here's what he had to say. Come on. Please like the video, share this live out. Naughty Crew, help us get into the algorithm.
It's not funny. This is not a game. If you look at any tyranny or any autocracy, any sort of dictatorship, the first thing they do is they get rid of the media. They try to silence the media. Ask Turkey about that, Erdogan. Ask Iran about that. Ask any country that has lost its way, that has been overtaken by a dictator. They get rid of the press first. And so we need to start standing up. And I got to say that from what I've heard, I haven't had a chance to see it. I've heard that my former colleagues at CNN all came out pretty unanimously, pretty strongly to support me. I understand. I believe that CNN released a statement. I've heard that CNN released a statement. Thank you very much. I have no animus for CNN. I have no animus for anyone, but I tell the truth as about what I see. And I think it's time for all journalists to stand up for each other. So I appreciate that. And at CNN, I worked with the best journalists in the world. So I wish them nothing but the best. But I believe those journalists as well need to stand up to the corporation. They need to tell Warner Brothers Discovery, stop playing and get your hands out of the newsroom. This is not folly. It's not funny. This is not a game. If you look at any tyranny or any autocracy, any sort of dictatorship, the first thing they do is they get rid of the media.
Pay attention, people. Y'all need to see what is going on. MAGA's being exposed or whatever, and they want to shut us up. And I'm going to be loud and proud, and I still take it back to this. This is who y'all wanted in office, right? This is who y'all voted in. Trump gave y'all so much money. I vote for Trump, and he's been running amok ever since he's gotten in office. That's why I haven't really been saying too much. But I do follow like the Joy Reids, and I follow Don Lemon, because they've been keeping it real or whatever. And Nicki Minaj, this is a whole ploy. Now the government came out with her whole gold card hoax and debunked that right away. Like, people, this is a country that is protecting Pedialyte behavior. They do not care about the victims that they're exploiting. Look at the games that the DOJ is playing about releasing the files. But yet, they want us to care because they are cozying up to the likes of a Nicki Minaj, who is broken as a person, who is a Pedialyte sympathizer. Child, shout out to Don Lemon for standing on business. I don't care what nobody say, but all his colleagues came out. Joy Reid, everyone supporting him in droves, okay? They were running the channel and everything. And Joy Reid, I like her better as an independent content creator. I do. All right? But Joy Reid had a panel today talking about how they're using Nicki Minaj, but she wants us to believe she's about to be a citizen. Nicki, don't nobody care about your fake ass. Don't nobody care about it, okay? Let's hear what they had to say. Shout out to Joy Reid and shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for this information.
Is giddy about having Nicki Minaj, a rapper they despise, a rapper they don't respect, a rapper most of them probably have never heard one of her songs, and if they have, they're horrified. The reason they want her on a leash as their house pet, cuddled at Donald Trump's feet, the reason she is the new house pet, is because they need, NEEED, Black people to give them cultural cool. Black cultural cool has always been a powerful, powerful element in the country. Candace Owens was brought into Turning Point USA to do that, to recruit rappers, to recruit Kanye West for a reason. It's not like they like rap music, but they needed Candace to do that. Well, Candace has gone off the field. She's no longer playing ball. So since Candace isn't playing ball, they need a new Candace. So they tried Amber Rose, but Amber Rose is not popular enough with Black people and also says she isn't Black. So that didn't really work. They moved on to their next gambit, which is to get the Trinidadian who doesn't care about the killing of Trinidadian fishermen, the rapper who hates the female rapper who hates other female rappers, who hates on women who are more popular than her, Cardi B, people who are better at cultural marketing than her. She'll never be Rihanna. She'll never have a brand like Rihanna. She'll never be Beyonce. She's a 40-something-year-old Black female rapper who clearly don't care that much about Black people or immigrants, even though she was an undocumented immigrant. She's the perfect foil to replace Candace. Nicki is the new canvas. They wouldn't want her if they didn't need cultural cool. Their problem is she ain't cultural cool no more. So the Barbs, Nicki ain't shit and she ain't saying nothing. And 100 little Barbies can't tell me nothing. Y'all mad about it? Be mad about it. But she not gonna work. But they're gonna keep looking for somebody Black to be the face, to put Black face on MAGA. And they know that cultural cool matters. That's why they're doing it. I'm done.
Okay. There you have it, Joy Reid. Shout out to you, because she been dragging Nicki for filth forever. Everybody is dragging Nicki for filth, and she has no credibility, if you ask me. In the White House, when they cannot use her anymore, they will throw her away like last week's trash. All right, because let's not forget this.
So I saw this on It's Darren. I'm going to tag him below. I saw this on his page and I went out to the Google to get it. This is the latest. That's the latest mugshot of Nicki Minaj's husband. These are all his mugshots right here, right? And what's interesting is this, the reason I wanted to post this is that, you know, her brother and husband are both offenders and he has to register and all that. And this really pairs well with this, because as you know, before she was vice president, before she was a senator, when she was attorney general of California, and before that, when she was a district attorney in San Francisco, Vice President Kamala Harris, one of her focuses was protecting women and children from trafficking and SA. Like that was her, one of her specialties. And so she went hard to protect women and children. And she talked about this when she was running for president, about how a friend of hers had experienced that when they were in school, and she had asked her friend permission to tell the story. She got her friend's permission. And she talked about how she and her mom had helped her friend at the time. And that's one of her specialties. And this is another reason that the man in the White House and his people really hated her, because she went after people just like him. And so when I saw that photo, the mugshot photos of Nicki Minaj, who is now a supporter of the man in the White House, and he is an abuser, and her brother is locked up for being one, and her husband is a registered one, it all just made sense. So this pairs really well with the latest mugshots and the series of mugshots for Nicki Minaj's husband.
Period. Okay? Y'all can't tell me. Look, the people in the industry aren't effing with Nicki. She could blame Jay-Z. She could blame Beyonce. At the end of the day, you made the decisions you wanted to make and who you decided to marry. And so because you just made that decision, a lot of doors have been closed on you. But people have been dragging Nicki for filth. These Epstein files are out of control. We're going to get into it. Please thumbs up the video, like the video. Please, please, please. I'm asking you. Shout out to Deli. What is this? Deli Hip Hop Tea. Here we go. Even Billy has dragged her. Here we go.
Billy whacking Nicki.
We're on this topic because, you know, Nicki Minaj has been trending, you know, over her.
Fuck her. When people show you who they are, believe them the first time. He recently said F her while on the red carpet talking about activism.
Is it possible to separate music from the artist?
Not for me. While doing an interview about politics and discussing the current state of the world, he says he is unable to separate art from the artist and goes on to say F Nicki Minaj. As we all know, Nicki Minaj has been facing tons of backlash after she stepped out in support of the TRUMP administration. He has seen Nicki's recent MAGA tour and he is not here for it. He claims the only thing he knows is how to be an activist, how to be proud of where he's from, and a fight for civil and equal rights. Honestly, I feel like Nicki can't catch a break. I've never seen any type of celebrity getting this amount of backlash based off a decision, but I feel like she knew that this was going to happen and doesn't really care. I'm curious to know what y'all think regarding this, and how do y'all feel about Billy Porter whacking Nicki Minaj on the red carpet by saying F her? He definitely cannot respond to all of these people at once, so I'm curious as to who she is going to pick to respond to, because I know it's going to be somebody. I'm also waiting for her to respond to those allegations that dropped about Jay-Z and the Epstein files. Let me know what y'all think regarding this entire situation down in the comments. Like I said, Billy whacking Nicki is diabolical. Drop them thoughts down below, y'all.
At the end of the day, we talked about Jay-Z earlier. Those were allegations that were unsubstantiated. I want to put that out there. There was no proof. This random people calling in, giving allegations. Could it be true to it? Yeah, but there's no proof. There's no proof. It gave me Tony Busby of it all, okay? Even Meek Mill has something to say. Cheek Mill, get up here. Cheek Mill, let's go, okay? He even has something to say about Nicki. Okay, here we go. He took to Twitter. He said, you sad, you willing to crash your man because you losing now, and everybody in the industry know you a bad person. You been knew your brother was a great. That little girl, that's why I got away from you. Shout out to all of hip hop for reposting this. And let me tell you something. Kanye talked about Pusha T and Jay-Z. And I can find the clip and everything. He said they were illers. Here's my thing about Jay-Z. And I want y'all to know this. Get me up here. Okay? The noise is getting louder and louder around him, in the words of Jason Lee. I'll take y'all back to the Best of Both World tours when R. Kelly was saying he was trying to delete him. What went awry with that whole tour? Why didn't Dame Dash back it? Dame Dash was mad because Jay-Z was hooking up with R. Kelly because of what R. Kelly did to Aaliyah, which Dame Dash was in a relationship with Aaliyah, right? Okay. Fast forward. Then we got the allegations with Foxy Brown. Who debunked it? It's on my channel. Go look at. She debunked it. She denied it. So when people are denying it, what are you to do? Okay? There's no evidence, and that's the problem. It has to be evidence. And so what the DOJ did as deflection is and distraction, when they released these last group of files, they put out a bunch of unsubstantiated allegations, and people took it and ran with it. Absolutely. And guess what, Be More Shorty? It's not that I don't believe that, but what can we prove? And I blame all the people, the silence in hip hop. Because of their silence, these people have been able to operate routinely through our community, take advantage of women and children, and people's lives have been taken because people in the industry cover for them. But now we finding out how much power and influence these people really have. Because when the clear man is done with you, you become another ninja on the plantation. And that's how I'm going to say it. But they was willing to sell their souls to get rich and famous and power. They was willing. They was down until they wasn't. And now they want to get all beneath themselves because they being held accountable. And Onika, you are the last person. You are sitting there cozying up to a man that is a convicted SAer. You Pedialyte sympathizer. Like, that's what I have to say about that, okay? So, all the hip-hop posted Nicki's verse. And I think she really hate men. I really think she like girls on some real. Like, that's the only way I can explain it and justify it in my mind. So, this Nicki verse, you man can get it. Man can hit it. But I gotta run. And when you get it, don't be telling where you get them from. I know you young, but you know I like that young money. And hurry up. The president about to come for me. See, little boy, I can be your little teacher. And if you ball, then meet me behind the bleacher. Her words. You gotta come hard trying to reach her. Because if we hit it, I might charge you for the feature. Excuse me, I'm a little bit nudie. You know them other little girls got them cooties. I mean, really look at, these hotties. I mean, hooters. Cuss the bloggers. No, she better not come running back to us. Foxy been doing wordplay. Yes. Okay. So that's Meek Mill's take on everything. It don't stop there. It don't stop there. And Don Lemon had to come for Nicki. But you know it's bad. Oh my God. Let's take a moment of silence. This is one of my favorite Christmas movies. I'm sorry, it's one of my favorite Christmas movies. I don't care if y'all don't say I'm from England, whatever. I don't care. But the mother from Home Alone passed away. Shout out to Catherine O'Hara. Damn. I love that movie. Now, that movie, I was looking forward to future sequels. Really. Anyway, back to the subject at hand, okay? What's that? All right, let's get into all parties involved. See what he had to say. The video, share the live out, y'all. I had to do a redo. That's why I'm going through all
Video is weird.
You mean I didn't buy this ring?
No, you didn't buy that ring. I
You
cut
cut
a whole
a nigga
motherfucking,
finger,
a whole
a bitch
nigga.
finger.
That's a fact. A whole motherfucking finger off for this shit. What you mean I secured the bag?
Chucky, because you are American, I can now fill out paperwork to vote in the United States of America.
You got your citizenship, your green card.
This is a weird video. This don't seem like a flex at all. It gives off the energy that Nicki Minaj got married to her husband so she wouldn't be deported. Actually, let me go look into this. So I looked up on Google, can an immigrant get citizenship marrying a felon? Yes, an immigrant can generally obtain a green card and eventually citizenship by marrying a U.S. citizen who is a felon, provided the marriage is genuine and not solely based for immigration purposes. However, the citizen spouse's criminal history, particularly regarding sexual offenses against minors, can disqualify them from sponsoring a spouse. Isn't her husband a felon? And what did he get in trouble for again? In 1995, Petty pleaded guilty to attempted rape in the first degree regarding an incident in 1994 involving a 16-year-old girl. He served nearly 4 years in New York State prison and is required to register as a sex offender. So Nicki tried to flex being married to an American, but disregarded that he's an American felon who has a rape charge dealing with a minor, which seems like would disqualify her from getting citizenship. I don't really understand what's going on with this whole Chucky's Bride, Chucky situation here, because she's wearing a full Chucky's Bride getup right now, and her husband is wearing a full Chucky costume. Like all over her Twitter account, she's just been posting Chucky memes. And I guess from the video earlier, her husband is Chucky. Is it because in 2006 he was convicted of manslaughter and Chucky is known to unalive people? If that's not the case, hopefully it's not because of child's play. Nicki Minaj, this video is weird.
You mean I didn't buy this ring?
No, you didn't buy that ring. I
You
cut
cut
a whole
a nigga
motherfucking.
finger.
Weird. The way she's cozying up to that criminal. And it goes to show how she has low self-worth, and that's why she don't mind cozying up to Trump. It's nasty work. The things that are coming out in these files, and Trump is trying to say, oh, I'm exonerated. You are not exonerated, sir. You are not exonerated. And what you mad about is that the American public has had enough of your antics, and we are going to hold you accountable. But this is my thing for the Department of Justice. Why aren't more people being arrested? I see a lot of things wrong. Child, I'm going to let the clear woman tell you. Here you go.
The most disturbing thing about Jeffrey Epstein, it's not the sex crimes. It's the case itself. It's the fact that it proves that no one can protect women and children. That's why we're all scared. We keep getting document dump after document dump. We've seen names, flight logs. We've seen and heard victims' testimonies. There's connections to powerful and wealthy men on both sides of the political aisle, and no arrests have been made. Why? Because no one cares. No one cares enough to protect women and children. I would say
I agree. We are witnessing the biggest cover-up in American history. I think this is worse than Watergate. Thumbs up the video.
this tells us that the rules don't apply to the rich and powerful, but that's not what this does. What it does tell us is that women and children are expendable, that people in power and men just don't care about them. They don't care to protect them. Jeffrey Epstein's case, it didn't expose monsters. It exposed how unprotected women and children really are. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments. The most disturbing thing about Jeffrey Epstein, it's not the sex crimes. It's the case itself. It's the fact that it proves that no one can protect women and children. That's why we're all scared. We keep getting
MAGA Minaj. So do you think they are going to protect you, honey? No, baby. No. And you thought you was going to get your green card. The White House debunked that right away. Okay? Come on. This is my girl up here. Come here. Get up here. Because I always like what she have to say with her Southern charm self. Let's go.
Well, well, well. Welcome to another day in the United States of hell, where it's clear to see that an elite pedo cabal is running our country, and they've been doing it for quite some time, honey. And I want to talk about a few things today that we've learned since those files have been put on display. Now, Daddy Dumpy Pants, the pedo-in-chief that he be, has come out to say that those files have proved his innocence in some kind of way. I covered this earlier in another video, and I pointed out what was quite clear to anybody with 2 fucking brain cells and some eyes and ears. You can't blackmail somebody who's innocent, dear. But either way, one of the things you should know today is before Jeffrey and Michael Wolff colluded together, apparently, to take down Orange Daddy, out on bail, Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein colluded together to help the orange dude. That's right. You see the guy who floods the zone every other day, you know that fucking play, out on bail, Steve Bannon had a psyop play too about how to control the minds of young white men in this land. And it worked out in a fabulous kind of way, except for when it came back to bite them in the ass in a future day. Or really, should I say, when it came back to bite Charlie in the neck. We'll get to that in just a bit. So, out on bail, Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein in the order of 4chan colluded together to start QAnon, Pizzagate, all that bullshit. Basically, they polluted that red pill water, dear, to convince white men around here to believe that the Democrats are part of a pedo cabal. They also did this to make them more susceptible to saying pedophilia was okay. They also did this to spray hate and racism too, because the Jeffrey dude and out on bail Steve Bannon, baby, they don't like anybody of melanation, honey. That's just absolutely true. And we're seeing all of this unfold today. Now that we know that it was a psyop at play and the water was polluted in a certain kind of way to help out the orange dude, no matter what they try to tell you today, out on bail Steve Bannon and Jeffrey Epstein colluded together back prior to 2016 to help Donald Trump get elected president. Because Jeffrey thought if his best buddy was president, he would be okay and he wouldn't find himself in a jail cell in a future day. But either way, Jeffrey found himself in that jail cell and he tried his best to convince the orange guy, you better release me or I'm going to start to spill the beans. And next thing you know, well, Jeffrey was fucking deceased, baby. Yes, indeed. He's very, very tight with Orange Daddy. He helped him get elected in 2016 with the psyop play, thanks to out on bail Steve Bannon flooding the zone and taking control of white men's minds in this land through QAnon and Pizzagate and all of that red pill, black pill content and shit. Which, by the way, let's go back to Charlie Kirk today because he caught one in the neck by a guy who used to consume red pill content. I guess they didn't predict that shit. They never thought that all of that manipulation of the minds of the white men would turn around and bite them in the ass in a future day. And that's exactly what happened to Charlie, some say. You might want to believe that some Israeli asset took him out and all of that shit, but I suggest you put down some Kool-Aid, okay? Because it was not an Israeli asset. It was a white boy who had spent years drinking red pill content that was provided to him by a psyop play from Jeffrey Epstein and out on bail Steve Bannon, they say. And when he decided to put the red pill content down in the Kool-Aid too, well, Charlie caught one, boo. Oh my. Didn't work out the way they thought it would, at least not for the Charlie guy. Or maybe that's exactly what they intended on happening to Charlie since he started to speak out against the regime that ties to Israel, baby, and those files not being released.
Okay, I'm just saying, oops.
Isn't that funny how that works? I also want to remind you that the guy that they claim tried to catch Daddy in the ear on that stage in Butler too, yeah, he was digesting that red pill content, boo, for years.
Ooh!
Ain't that something?
Ain't that something?
Kind of backfired. What he did. Or was he paid to do exactly what he did?
He was.
And not actually.
I always believed it.
Probably. Who really knows the truth these days? Because so much bullshit is being put in our face. But yeah. So, just so you know, no matter what that orange hoe tries to tell you about Jeffrey today, Jeffrey was helping him.
Yes.
Get elected.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Yes. You see what's going on here, Naughty Crew? You see what's going on. And they protecting all these men of power that was involved. You want to know why X trafficking won't stop? Because it's $1 billion industry per year. That's why they don't want it to stop. Okay? And don't look. Thank God they ain't like the black girls, child. Okay? Thank God they ain't like the black girls. Because we would have been caught up, but they didn't like the black girls because they had the R. Kellys and the diddlers to handle that. Peep that content. Okay, thumbs up this video.
To Jeffrey Epstein and all his crew, you might as well go ahead and unthaw that bastard because we don't give a damn. Y'all didn't want no nigga girls on the island. I'm so glad that y'all excluded the nigga girls off y'all island because I guarantee if my nigga ass would have went over there, y'all would have been exposed the first day. I would have told my mama, hey, mom, how about this white man over here trying to get me to massage him for $200? He said, but he butt naked with a little ass dingaling. What I do? Her and her siblings would have been over there and shut that island all the way down. So thank you for excluding the nigga girls. Thank you. That is so weird that y'all that damn racist. Don't invite none of the niggers. I don't want no niggas on this island. Oh, thank you. We didn't want to be over there anyways. Who the hell coming over here? You and Giselle would have got y'all ass walking up on us talking about, do y'all want to go to a party? And I'm only 14. Yeah, let me ask my mama. Let me tell my mama what the hell y'all just said. She would have told y'all asses up.
Let me pause her. Hold
How
on,
about that?
Hold on. Yeah, because they know we would have bop that asses. Like, y'all ain't going to be passing us around and flying us around, child. Y'all stay y'all racist asses over there, okay? Y'all stay y'all racist asses over there, Orange Daddy and your crew. Child. So much is being revealed. So much being revealed. But it didn't stop at Jeffrey Epstein. I remind you of the Canadian Epstein. And I think he deleted himself too, child. You know, this ring is so huge. It is international.
The man behind me is one of the worst predators in history, but a lot of people don't know about him. He's known as the Jeffrey Epstein of Canada. This is the story of Peter Nygard. Reminder, I cover a lot of dark true crime stories on this channel, so viewer discretion is advised, but follow along if you'd like to hear more. So this is Peter Nygard. He was originally born in Finland. His parents moved to Canada when he was 11 years old, and he became a self-made billionaire. He did that by creating women's sportswear. It catered more towards mature women, which is kind of ironic because in his personal life, Peter Nygard tended to target young girls. Peter Nygard's also been compared to Hugh Hefner and P. Diddy, but in my opinion, I'd compare him most to Caligula. Another person he could be compared to is Orson Welles' character from Citizen Kane, in that they're both billionaires, but they also both have a rosebud. And I mean that by the one thing they desire above everything else. So Peter Nygard actually had 2 rosebuds. The first one was, we'll call it doing it. The man was obsessed. He had 10 children with 8 different women. The second one was youth. And we'll go more into that later. But first, let's talk about the first one, which is doing it. So he purchased a private plane and had a pole dancing pole installed. He also purchased a resort in the Caribbean where he built a human aquarium where he'd have topless women swim around in it with mermaid tails while he entertained his celebrity guests.
Hey, St. Hudson Booski, what's going on? I'm about to get into it because I know it's some things I want you to talk about, okay? We just going to let the epilator ride right now because I need my Naughty crew to understand what is going on here. It is a cover-up. The DOJ is involved. People need to understand that, child. And it's more than Jeffrey Epstein out there. Let's talk about the Abercrombie and Fitch situation, okay?
like
Got him too.
Michael Jackson and Sean Connery, among others. He would also host what he called pamper parties, which were essentially a scheme to allegedly traffic and SA women. Most of the women detail similar stories. Peter Nygaard would lure them in with the promise of work or professional help in the fashion industry. Each of them were invited separately to a tour. They'd wind up in his office, and it ended in his bedroom suite, which he would then assault them and essay them. The victims were aged 14 to 28 at the time. He ruined so many people's lives. He was also the worst neighbor ever. His neighbor in the Bahamas was another billionaire who he hated. Like, Peter Nygaard built a concrete slab on his neighbor's property so that he could host more people and use it as a parking lot. And when the neighbor sued him, he would create fake news websites just to, like, slander his name. The feud between them lasted years, winding up with Nygaard having to pay his neighbor millions of dollars. So now let's talk about Peter Nygaard's obsession with youth. And brace yourself, because it's literally one of the most evil things.
Shout out. I just want to tell you, it didn't stop with the epilator. It didn't stop with Jeffrey Epstein. Shout out to Ray Review. This guy is horrible. It's a documentary on Prime regarding his trafficking. This goes far. This goes deep. And unfortunately, our black men, Diddy, Jay-Z, all of them, they all involved. Okay? And Nikki think this is a flex. And this is why she's crashing out. Because she got made a fool of.
Hey, y'all. Hey, Nikki. Nicki Minaj. Come sit with Auntie for a minute. Let me tell you a story from the elders. You see, there was a woman who had millions in diamonds, pearls, platinum, silver, and gold. The real deal. Bought and paid for by her own hands. Now, one day, a group of powerful men invited her into a fancy room and handed her a sparkling necklace, big shine, bright lights, cameras everywhere, watching her every move. She put it on. She smiled from ear to ear, paraded around that room. But here's the lesson, little Miss Nikki. The necklace was a fake. It looked expensive, but it had absolutely no value. And the men knew the difference. The woman was so busy parading around, she couldn't see past her own ego. And those men, they were laughing under their hoods. Under their breath. Darling, when you already have the means for what you need, like, for example, legal residency, but can't secure citizenship, for example, you don't chase shine. You follow a process like everybody else, especially if you look like me and you. But instead, you chased power, performed loyalty, and reached for favor, but you missed. Because, sweetheart, they didn't save you. They handed you costume jewelry and called it access. All the while playing in your face. That wasn't strategy, darling. That was desperation wearing diamonds. And for all the little girls watching, the Barbs, listen very closely to Auntie. If you ever have to dance for protection, it was never going to come to begin with. Never trade dignity for favors. Hey, y'all. Hey, Nick.
Yanti told the truth, y'all. Yanti told the truth. Like the video, share it out. So much more we can get into. But ultimately, I want to end it on the actual victims of Epstein. And leave it to Plies before we get into the victims. Leave it to Plies to make sense of it all, okay? Because remember, he was out here campaigning for Kamala, okay?
I'll tell the motherfucker. I said, you know what's crazy about this whole Epstein shit? Motherfuckers is willing to admit they was on the phone with him. They was in his motherfucking emails with him. They was in the club with him. They was in the motherfucking pool with him. They was at his motherfucking house. They was on this motherfucking plane. Everybody willing to admit they was every motherfucking well with him. But on that motherfucking island. A bitch don't want to admit they was on the island. A bitch don't want to admit they was on the island. No, bitch, in his email, yep. At his house, yep. In the motherfucking pool with him, yep. On vacation with him, yep. On his plane, yep. Every motherfucking one. But nobody want to admit they was on that motherfucking island. And why you don't want to admit you was on that motherfucking island? Because you knew what was going on that motherfucking island. It's like I told the motherfucker, when I grew up, it ain't not one motherfucking nigga around me. It ain't one of my motherfucking homeboys that sold dope that ain't motherfucking sold motherfucking dope. That it ain't a man, not one. It ain't not one of my motherfucking homeboys that sold dope that I didn't know sold. And like a motherfucker, you ask me, why you still hang around? It's one or two motherfucking reasons. Either I'm selling dope too, or I'm infatuated with a motherfucker who sell dope. Ain't no motherfucking third option. Ain't no motherfucking third option. So ain't no motherfucking way. Nobody want to be connected to that motherfucking island because the bitch know what was going on that motherfucking island. It's just that motherfucking simple. And you can't make me believe a motherfucker who was that fucked up in the head and that was that much of a habitual motherfucking freak that he only raped underage women when he went to the motherfucking island. Bitch, you crazy. That was going down wherever he wanted to motherfucking go down at. I'll tell the motherfucker. I said, you know what's crazy?
Leave it to Plies to make sense of it all, Naughty Crew. At the end of the day, they all know what's going on. This is all cover up, distraction, so many things, right? And this is all because the primaries are coming up. If the Republicans don't win the House, they know Trump will not be reelected. If the Democrats take control, they will then have the power to impeach Trump. And I say, have the fuck at it. Don Lemon wasn't the only one affected by this. Another Black journalist who I just want to highlight, she went live. She was out there in Minneapolis explaining, that they were about to lock her up. Shout out to her. What's her name? Shout out to Here's Why Kevin. Journalist Georgia Ford documented the moments before she was taken into custody. Same thing that happened to Don happened to her.
Do you want to wear my black boots? You guys, I wanted to alert the public that agents are at my door right now. They're saying that they were able to go before a grand jury sometime, I guess, in the last 24 hours, and that they have a warrant for my arrest. I've talked to my attorney, and I'm being advised to go with them, I guess, down to Whipple. And stemming from the fact that I filmed a protest as a member of the media. We are supposed to have our constitutional right of the freedom to film, to be a member of the press. I don't feel like I have my First Amendment right as a member of the press because now federal agents are at my door arresting me for filming the church protest a few weeks ago. Again, I don't have a long time here, you guys, but I wanted you to know, for me, agents are at my door right now My attorney has spoken with them. I did send a relative outside to talk to them. They're showing some type of documentation, apparently, that they got an indictment from a grand jury. I knew that I was on a defendant's list. I did not publish it because it was under seal. And so we've done everything that we can to try and abide by, the advice of our attorneys. But right now, you guys, I wanted you to know I'm going to have to hop off here and surrender to agents as a member of the press. I filmed the church protest a few weeks ago, and now I'm being arrested for that. It's hard to understand how we have a constitution, constitutional rights, when you can just be arrested for being a member of the press. We've seen all these violations. All right, you guys, I gotta go. They're knocking.
Yep, she's coming right now.
Give me 1 second. All right, guys. Do you want to work?
So shout out to her for being so brave and courageous or whatever. They will win the fight, because I really feel like this administration is making up charges just to shut people up. The First Amendment says we have freedom of speech. They did nothing wrong. Don did nothing wrong. She did nothing wrong. They just covered what was going on with ICE and how they are taking people unlawfully or whatever. So at the end of the day, prayers up to Don, prayers up to her for their journalistic integrity. Okay, so I want to move on to the next segment in the show. Claressa Sheilds. Ciao. Claressa out here taking people channels. And I'm going to drop the link for this if anybody want to come up and sound off. The last topic we're going to get into is Chrisean Rock fight being announced. Okay. Claressa doesn't get why people have a disdain for her. And it's not her talents. It's not that. It's the choices she is making out here openly. And the fact that her history of sleeping with other people, men, it is prominent. You was in Remy DMs basically grooming her husband while in her DMs asking for advice. It's something very fraudulent about that. You want to come out here and pose yourself as a woman of God while committing adultery, and then you want to threaten content creators because we are saying, and the thing is, it's not that we don't like you. It's the fact that this is what you're putting out here. You're making a fool of yourself, and you're mad that we're talking about it, and you cannot control it. And this is my thing for Claressa. And I'm a smaller content creator, and I'm going to still talk my ish. I don't give a fair use commentary, bitch. You put it out there, we going to talk about it. Period. We can't talk about nothing you don't put out. Let's just keep it real. But you want to shove it in our face because you running around with a married man. Okay? Another one running around with a married man. And y'all think it's a flex? There is no benefits to the mistress. There is no benefit to the mistress. It's a lose-lose battle. And on some real, if Papoose was really a man, he would step the fuck away from you. But he can't, because he benefits financially off of you, ho. Whether you want to fucking tell us the real or not. That's why he not backing away. His wife, she laid it out. And you think it's a flex? Everything Remy is letting go, you are inheriting. His gambling habits, his poor management of money, his infidelity. You think it's a win? And motherfuckers out here really trying to school you, but you so in your narcissism and your God complex that you can't even see what the fuck it is. Because at the end of it all, because all women been here. A lot of women been here, I should say. you lose as the mistress. Same thing as this one. She losing. Give a fuck what the yo. Close your legs to married men. There's no benefits to that. Remy is still benefiting off of you because she's the wife, ho. And that's what the fuck we trying to tell you. And you come out here and you say, I'm the GOAT. I'm this. I'm rich. I got natural body, bitch, but you can't get your own man. If you was the shit like that, you'll be able to get your own man. And nobody jealous of you, ho. You out here making a fool of yourself just like this one. And Lotto, I loved her. Watched her from the rap game. We went over this the other day when Super Peach was trying to get at her on the show. Pregnant by a whole married man, girl. And if this was something to be proud of, Lotto would have been told us about her pregnancy. If it was something to be proud of, but she pregnant by a married man. She falling for the okie doke. This is not a flex. She a beautiful girl, but this is not a flex. Because if he was an honorable man, he will make an honest woman out of you. And Pap, he catching it from all angles right now. Because you sold us black love. And that's not what you were doing behind the scenes. Remy dog walked y'all asses, both of y'all together. See how this end up for her. Women running around with low self-worth, no value. And see, Claressa is caught up in the demon of materialism right now. And you may be able to get everything you want materialistically, but the one thing that you want to have is that married man as your own. And you can't have it because he's still attached to Remy Ma. And the only reason why the two of you are still relevant right now is because of her. You sitting up here talking about, oh, every time I post, it go viral because of Remy, bitch. We ain't even know you until Papu. But you think it's cute, though. So it was a boxing weekend, okay? There was some boxing awards going on. I think it's called The Ring or whatever. Hold on 1 second. So her and Pat not only was at Shakur Stevenson fight, shout out to him for winning. They also attended an award ceremony. Okay, and she was as tacky as they come, but the Shakur Stevenson fight, child, he gave it to his ass. Okay, check this footage out. Okay.
Bet you something.
Oh, I want to bet whatever.
Yeah,
you wanna
whatever.
Whatever you want to put up.
I bet that you can't.
No, say it, say it, say it, say it.
I bet that your mouth can fit.
Say
all
what
through
you
my
bet. I would smack the shit out of you. I shit out of your. What you just say? Hey.
You're gonna feel like a foot in your mouth. You're gonna feel like a foot in your mouth. You're gonna feel like a foot in your mouth. When do you? Hey, when does everybody consider leaving?
I would smack the shit
Leaving in your mouth.
Hey, I would smack the shit.
Like, yo, he's an acrobat.
Let's go, Jam.
Stop clowning, man.
Let's go, Jam.
Hey,
ain't nothing to be funny
Watch your
about.
big. Your foot in your. Hey, look how they get riled up. Oh, yo, can it be Saturday already? All right, let it be Saturday already. When do you? Hey, when does everybody consider leaving?
I would smack the shit. boy. In your mouth. Hey, I would smack the shit.
Like, yo, he's an acrobat.
Let's go,
in
Jam.
clown mode. Stop clowning me.
Let's go, Jim.
Hey, hey.
Okay, so Shakur Stevenson, he gave it to his ass for that little comment and he won, okay? Hey, Tels, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? It was a boxing week. So Papoose and Claressa not only attended the fight. Let's see if I can find that. If you ask me, Papoose is just putting on a effing show. He gonna do whatever he could to stay in her good graces because he knows she crazy. He knows she crazy. So a couple of clippings came out this past weekend. Let me see. And Remy old footage is circulating. At the end of the day, that is Remy husband, ho. I don't care how you try to dress it up or whatever. You look like a Jezebel at the end of the day. And you trying to convince the world this is what's tea, and it's really not. And I really feel like I'm calling Papoose the bare fucking minimum. He does the bare minimum to keep you appeased and satisfied because he know you a bird brain. At the end of it all. And you bothered. And that's why you coming from content creators. But honey, sweetie, I'm here to tell you, it's nothing you can do to stop people from giving their opinions about situations. And if you don't want people's opinions, okay, to come out about you, you will sit down and shut the fuck up, okay? So this is Pat posting at the Shakur fight.
What's going on?
February 22nd.
This is them posing with the champ, okay? And shout out to Shakur because he's from Newark, New Jersey. Holla at your girl, repping for the NJ. We stay strong. Okay?
Jab! It's the jab, son! It's the jab! It's the jab! It's the jab! Trust me, it's the
He gave it to him. I can't show too much of that.
You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit.
Okay. Looks like it was a good time. There was also the Ring Awards. All right, and Pap and her went. To me, you know, she was really, really tacky. Let me see if I can find. I want to show y'all a clip of when they asked about her fit. And I thought she was really tacky. Shots was being fired. Let's see. Yeah, it's called the Ring Magazine Awards. And they asked her about her fit. Let me see if I put this in. If it'll come out. Here it is. Okay. And I was like, girl, we don't need to know how much your shit costs every single time. Is this it? Bear with me, Naughty Crew.
I feel like she'll be like the one that stands out. I think she can really fight.
Claressa, I appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing you back in the ring. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Claressa, can I ask one question? So I know you rock with Shakur. I mean, I got Shakur one of these guys. What do you think is Shakur's big fight to make him a star?
I think it just depends on the timing. Like right now, it's CFP.
That's not it. Hold on. Yeah, it was a clip where they asked her, like, what's your fit? And she started running down how much all her Van Cleave. And that shit is just tacky. Like, look, when you money, you don't gotta tell everybody what the F it is. Like, and that's what she need to learn. Some class and some coof about herself, because rich people don't run down how much they spend on everything. They really, really, really don't. Rich people, like, you'll just be able to tell. Okay. So that was her at the Ring Awards. Actually, she looked really, really classy. This night she had on a simple black dress, but her papoose looked like trash, if you ask me. Straight trash. Here it is. This is her and papoose at the event. And I was just like, girl, like, you could, like, all you bought your man all that Louis Vuitton, but you ain't buy him no damn tuxedo to go to a black tie event. Okay, so this papoose page, look at what he got on. Boy, you don't even look like you belong here. And it's the thing, if y'all happy together, y'all happy together. But Claressa, at the end of the day, I really feel like you be mad at us when you mad at Papoose for not following through with that divorce. That man owes you a lot of explanation. Y'all bugging. He owes you a lot of explanation because he got you out here looking like a whole fool. All right, so that was fight weekend or whatever. Shout out to Shakur. Look, me and my husband love boxing or whatever, and especially when it's somebody that's repping for New Jersey, we out there. Like, it is what it is. But check out the footage from the Ring Awards, because there was a lot of shots fired from a lot of the female boxers, in a respectful way. Because in boxing, they talk ish. That's what they do. That's a part of the sport or whatever. But a lot of people feel like she chose franchise because it was an easy component. I mean, she done beat her a few times or whatever. So I think that's why if the ticket sales are lagging, it's because, like, people already seen this. We don't want to see it again. We want to see you challenge yourself and things like that, right? So on the tail end of that, Claressa decides to go live. And shout out to Sweet Ma for Life for catching this footage. But Claressa, not only has she been behind the scenes trying to take content creators' channels down or whatever, because if you say anything negative about her, because she's got this God complex about herself. She thinks she's the best. Like, even though, like, We don't need to hear that every time you come out here and speak. We don't care about your body. We don't care how much you spend on papoose or your jewelry. We don't give a fuck. Like, get in the ring and do what it do or whatever. And she think people jealous, but at the end of the day, you are crowned bozo. Like Claressa on some real shit. Like, you really be giving us the content to laugh about your ass, but on some real shit.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
You be playing yourself on a regular basis on Beyonce's internet. And it's just like, we don't care like that much. We don't care how much money you got. We don't care. You not paying our bills, so we really don't care. But you make us talk about you. And so she calls herself coming out here threatening content creators. And I'm here to say, bitch, we ain't scared of you. On some real shit, I'll go to your fight, provoke a fight, just so you can lose the license on your hands, ho. Then when your money gonna come from? Because Pat broke, according to his wife, Remy. You better watch yourself in the threats that you put out here. So let's get into it. Yeah, let's get into this fucking side bitch. Claressa Coleslaw Sheilds, you side bitch. You got side bitch behavior. Shout out to Sweet Ma for life. Love her long time. And Chrisean, Rock Tart, you better pay attention to, because she a mama of special needs. And this is what it looked like to put your special need child first, bitch. Learn something, ho. All these fucking sluts.
Enjoy. So, I want to say something to some of y'all. Why, if you call yourself not liking somebody, why do you come to every last one of my socials?
Because it's called the algorithm, bitch. You dumb bitch. Ooh. See, that's that white Hennessy, y'all. Sorry. It's called the algorithm. That's why. It's not that you even that important. You in the algorithm. So people gonna make their bread off your dumb ass the way Pap is. Pompoose, come on, get your girl.
Instagram at Claressa Sheilds. Facebook at Claressa Sheilds. Snapchat at Chimp Globe. You come here and you try to find videos and try to troll me with my own videos. It's not even trolling at this time. It's called like obsession. So where do I start? Anytime I go to post Pap, it can just be his voice. It ain't got to be him. Here all y'all come trying to dissect a video, dissect a picture, trying to say if he's happy, if he's not happy. If he's smiling too hard, it's a fake smile.
Coleslaw, ain't that what you wanted? You wanted this attention, and you cannot handle it. That's why you coming to Beyonce internet thinking you going to control us, but we don't give a fuck. It's called the algorithm, and fair use commentary ain't shit you could do, ho. Because even if you try to come after people channel, and that's why I'm talking about ish, because I'm a smaller channel, okay? And I ain't even trying to come up off of you. I talk about trending topics, no matter if it's you, Chrisean. I talk about it, and ho, you would not be relevant if it wasn't for us, slut. You wanted this? You gonna get it, bitch. Get your life, for real.
If he not smiling because he don't really smile in a whole lot of pictures, then he not happy. And then when he say something like, I love you, the best thing that ever happened to me, all this stuff, then y'all say, oh, he lying. Why are y'all so pressed about?
He love you, ho, because you providing. Like a pimp. You the bottom bitch right now. Because Remy don't want his ass. He will still be over there with Remy if she would allow. But she not allowing it no more. Child. And this is the sad part. Get me up here. In the words of Voodoo. This is the sad part. She think it's a flex being with Pap. Pompoose. She think it's a flex. Girl, you just inheriting all the problems Remy wasn't willing to deal with no more. This is not a flex. He put his hands on Remy. He put Remy in debt. He got liens on her property. You think you want to get better? Girl, bye. This where your immaturity comes in. And I'm gonna talk to you really well as a woman. I ain't here to tear you down, but girl, this not a flex. You think you in love, you in lust. It's probably the best dick you ever had. Cause it's some New York nigga. They know how to lay the pipe. That's about it, girl. That's about it. Ciao.
How my man talks about me. Big
girl, you mean Remy husband? Remy husband. And what you're gonna notice in his life, how she avoids the elephant in the room. You want to talk about you a woman of God, but you are committing adultery, bitch. Go fucking get the Hooked on Phonics version of the Bible. I don't care which version you read. You are a sinner. You are breaking up a family. And you know what's sad? She don't give a fuck how she affecting his child. That's what's Jezebel about your ass. That's why everybody like, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, slut. Go get your own man. Bitch.
Me up. Why does that mess with y'all? And you know, I'm not even asking for an answer. I'm actually saying that to say y'all is doing way too much for no reason. Me and him are together. We're happy together. We're going to stay together. Y'all control. Y'all can try to make up all this stuff, try to make it seem like stuff that is not. But guess what? We're still together. And something that I realized that I want.
He still got two hoes outside of you, bitch. If you the side bitch to his wife, how you think he gonna treat you, slut? Yeah, her man. How he your man when he tied to another woman? And this is what I love about Sweet Mouth of Life, because she debunked her whole life. Like, he will never look at you the way he look at his wife. And the only reason why he not with his wife anymore is because she was done with him.
Are you dumb?
She got to be. I
want you guys to know that I realize the internet is not my real life. With the narrative that y'all create are not real. And y'all know that because y'all are creating lie after lie after lie. It's not real. My real life, I'm rich. I'm famous. I'm pretty as hell. Real ass body. Successful in many different ways. I'm healthy. And I'm a child of God. So when y'all be doing all this stuff, I hope that y'all thinking that.
This is my question, Naughty Crew. She got all that shit, but she can't get her own man. Make it make sense. The only thing you can get is Remy's leftovers. Come on now, girl. You got all of that. And you still can't get your own man. Make it make sense. You had to go after your cousin man, Tony, your ex-fiance. And before that, you was screwing a married man. Why? You got all of that. You rich. Body T. Natural. You accomplished. But you still can't get your own man. Make it make sense.
You know, while you running off and telling your lies and making up your narratives, I hope you know that real life does happen every day. And so the lies that you're telling now in a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 10 years, people are going to be looking at you crazy like, well, didn't you make a whole post saying that?
Are you researching dental implants?
There's a lot of dental offices that'll talk about doing their teeth in a day process. A lot of times what they mean is they'll do the surgery and give you some sort of teeth the next day. But those teeth are...
This was that. Didn't you make a post saying that this person was, all the bad stuff that y'all be saying? Y'all know that it's going to It's going to show, right? Oh, they're not going to be together, etc. You know that that's going to show up, right?
Look, hypothetically speaking, Naughty Crew, let's go. Let's say Pat marry her. Finally make her an honorable woman. You still are inheriting a broken man who was forced out of his marriage. Because Remy don't want him no more. Even though like the little video that's leaking, you're only inheriting Remy's problems. And you too hard-headed to see and understand what you're doing. When you interfere with a marriage that was before God, there's no blessings in that at all. You will forever be labeled as a homewrecker. And Claressa, if you such the quote, the self-proclaimed quote, you will be able to go out here and get anybody you want. And on some real shit, you need to follow Eve. Billionaire. $1 billion baby, for real. But yet, you are in pursuit of a married man that is not able to marry you, that is not able to really legally reproduce. If he reproduce with you right now, Remy will have everything you earned, everything you worked hard for. They say word on the curve is Remy withdrew the divorce, this and that, Pat filed or whatever. You just never get in between a marriage. And that's what you are not seeing, because you want what you want. You've been deprived your whole life. And you want what you want. I get it. But it ain't right. I don't care how many times you try to remix it. And I'm so tired of these these fake ass people, Sherry Shepherd, that promoted this shit, knowing that Papoose was married to Remy Ma. Y'all ain't shit for that. Promoting this infidelity, promoting this adultery, instead of holding their feet to the fire. That's the only, and I don't even like the Breakfast Club like that, but at least they held his feet to the fire, and bitch, you couldn't still stand up to that. Child. Come on.
So then when we are, what, you're going to find another excuse to why we're together? I never seen so many folks trying to figure out why people are together. First it was, I was too good for him. Then it was, oh, he's too good for me. Then it was, oh, I'm too young for him. Then it was, he's too old for me. It's like, it's ongoing every day. And the thing is, it's not even your relationship to even be worried about, to be talking about. And we just be so happy and so laughing, and then here y'all come. So I'm going to finish the video by saying, I'm about to get the settings right to where if you screen recorded my stuff and you posting it on Facebook with bad captions and you posting it on Twitter or Instagram with bad captions, I got you. I'm going to block you on here. I'm going to block you on here. Because at the end of the day, I don't like that I don't like the negativity. Never have. Y'all come looking for me, and then when I give y'all what y'all want, and what y'all want negativity return back to y'all when I cuss y'all out, go off on y'all, DM y'all.
Yo, and guess what? We don't care. You could block us all you want, and we're going to pick it up from the blogs, you dumbass. Like, you cannot control this narrative. This is what you put out in the universe. The energy you put out, that's the energy you will receive. Ain't nobody scared of you, Claressa. Your hands is licensed. You put your hands on one of us, your career is over. Over. You the one out here making a fool of yourself. We ain't asked for all of this. And you mad because you can't bounce back because the wife dragged your ass. Because you should have respected the sanctity of marriage. Bitch, don't nobody care.
Why little old me? Why out of everybody who said something about you is thousands and 10,000s of us? Why'd you choose me? Because I ignored thousands and thousands of y'all, and then yours seemed to get on my fucking nerves. So now I gotta say something to yo.
Dumbass, we was ignoring you until you got with Papoose, bitch. We ain't care. We ain't even know about you.
Slow, negative, dramified ass. So, if anything, if you're gonna come on my Snapchat,
Sorry, y'all. Let me back it up. I stopped sharing by accident. This is crazy. This is craziness.
come to learn something. And like I was saying, you're gonna come to my page, learn something. Learn how a 30-year-old woman became a multimillionaire. Learn what I do. Learn what I eat. Learn what supplements I take. Learn. Take something. Stop being so intimidated by greatness and so intimidated by success and Black women. Stop being so intimidated. Stop being a hater. Stop being a hater. How about that? And then I want to tell you something. The thief of joy is comparison. I don't compare myself to nobody. Why compare anybody to me? Why compare yourselves to me? I am a world champion boxer, 19-time world champion, 2-time Olympic gold medalist. Learn something. Learn where I got the discipline from.
You don't need a second job. You just need to learn how to talk to AI.
So this is how I
learn that. Learn where I got the sacrifice from. Learn what I believe in. And that's why y'all want to come thinking y'all doing stuff to me. Claressa Sheilds don't lose. One, because you're not fighting against me or going against me.
You are losing. Every time you lay with that married man, you are losing. I don't care how much you accomplish, you're losing. But we have to sit and watch the crash and burn. Hard head make it soft behind, Claressa.
You're going against God. Every time
you're going against God, committing adultery. Make it make sense, Naughty Crew. Make it make sense.
You come thinking you doing something to tear me down. God, like, I got you. Some of y'all lives is real bad. I know it is from the comments that y'all make. Y'all lives real bad. Y'all feeling real bad. Relationships is terrible. Everything. And then y'all come looking up over here. Oh, I feel bad. I want to make somebody else feel bad. Then here y'all come. Joining the fake hate train. And it's just annoying. You just need to stop. I be feeling so bad for some of y'all. And then
the only thing you've proven is you can't take it. You're not as tough as you proclaim to be. And you really a sensitive, sad little girl at the end of it all.
So I said Pap upstairs. And I said it a bunch of times because he literally be upstairs when I be on my YouTube lives eating.
You literally cannot go alive without mentioning Pap upstairs. You literally cannot go one live without mentioning that man. Child is giving obsessed.
I don't mind eating on camera. He don't do stuff like that. Why? As you can see, he didn't grow up in no social media era. That wasn't his thing.
You're gonna like them. He's gonna like them. You don't know what you like.
Look, Pap don't like being online. Nothing. This is what he told you, dummy. Just like he probably told you his wife was the most evil person in this world. It's called pillow talk, dummy. He gonna tell you whatever he want to tell you to make sure he keep getting that bread.
Like you. You do. That's it. You just like me. That's it. But you love me. You just like me now. Like I got demoted. I mind you. I adore you. I need garlic. I need a white onion. I need a white onion. he be sweating me too. True. He try to be fronting. He be trying to front.
True fact. Yeah, what y'all think she should make for dinner tonight? Please tell me. What y'all think she should make?
It ain't up to him. It's too late. He said spaghetti. That's what's happening. I don't know why he asked me that now. We in the supermarket. We're in the supermarket.
Real shit. We in the supermarket. Like this. We do shit that real people do. We down to earth, y'all.
I want salad, babe.
You want salad?
I kind of want.
So while I'm up there getting my subscribers up and making my money off YouTube and going live and talking with my fans, they ask, where's Pep? Pep be upstairs. He's not going to be in the camera all the time.
It is your choice whether you want to answer that or not. Just like it's your choice in the type of content you put out. If you focus your content on your art, your craft, and you training for this fight, we wouldn't have anything to say about your relationship. But you made your relationship the focus of everything. Why? Because you wanted to go viral, and neither one of you will be viral if it wasn't for Remy Ma.
He's upstairs doing what? A lot of times writing music, rapping music, business phone calls. The dude don't live up in my ass. And I don't be under him 24/7. When you are a entrepreneur, you have a job that you have to do. I train most of the time. I run, I eat, I sleep, I work out 2 or 3 times a day. I got shit to do. On top of phone calls and all type of stuff. So, but when we together, we're together. We're together a whole damn lot. So it's just weird that they're like, oh, Pap upstairs. Y'all try to make up anything, try to make it seem like, oh, it isn't what we trying to portray it to be. There is no portrayance. We are a couple who are together, who are celebrities who's in the public eye 24/7. That's it. And then here y'all come under every post, every comment. No, under every post, people want to comment weird, negative stuff. Oh, he should have smiled harder. Oh, he didn't grab her hand this way. Oh, this happened. Oh, that happened. And I want to tell some of these dummies something. You can't troll me with a video that's my video, that I created, that I posted. What the hell?
Yes, we could troll you. What the hell? You obviously don't understand how the internet work. Girl, ain't nobody scared of you. Like, at the end of the day, you made your relationship your whole being, your existence, because you wanted to go viral. And you cannot handle the backlash because you don't want to admit that you're wrong for fucking with Remy's husband. You've been plotting on Papoose for the longest, and you don't even know that man. Remy know him the fucking best, and she said it. All he care about is his image. And he was all up in the camera with Remy. I'm just saying.
I posted it. And you think you're going to come and try to make it like, oh, she posted this, but look at the error in this video. Oh, he's not doing this. Oh, he's not doing that. A lot of times I post videos and shit because it's funny. That's why I post it. Because it's funny. Something funny happened in it. I like the love that it showed in it. It don't have nothing.
That is the realest shit she said, because we do be laughing at you. We definitely be laughing at you. You're very entertaining with your fucking crazy ass dances and shit like that. And you and Papoose fake ass fool goal love child.
To do with what y'all be talking about. And then lastly, let's just get this on out the way. Get this out the way. All this morally and holy shit that y'all be on, fake be on, is beyond me. Stop it. Stop it. There is no sin that's bigger than the other. So all this, you're not right with God because this and that. You're not. Okay, then you're not right with God because you have 5 children.
You're not right with God. And I don't even think you should leave with God, because I think the devil running your life. That's why you so materialistic. That's why you have to tell everybody how much you paid for everything. You not right with God, and you know you're not right with God because you wouldn't have to come out here explaining so much. You wouldn't have to defend your relationship so much if it was a relationship in the eyes of God, girl. Who you think you fooling? Go fuck with your mama. Don't fuck with his.
And you're not married and you were having sex before marriage. You
And
lie.
so are you. The hypocrisy. So are you. You are laying. Yours is even worse because you're laying with a married man, committing adultery, and also having premarital sex. Let's talk about it. What you don't like, Claressa, is us holding you accountable. What you don't like is people calling you out on your shit because you think you the shit, but we really don't give a. You ain't the shit like that.
You steal. You're jealous of other people. You judge people. All
Oh my God. Did she use the jealous word? Child. Jealous of what? Yo, money come and go. Just as fast as you get that money, God can snatch that shit away. That is not. Let me let her finish so we can get through this.
All those sins are the same thing that y'all be saying all this other stuff. Oh, you're not holy, this and that. It's not your place to judge nobody. And as I get closer to my fight, I want people to know I'm going to cut into you so disrespectfully if you come fucking with me. If you come bothering.
Oh, bitch, I'm glad I'm a smaller content creator because I'm going to keep fucking with you, bitch. Like, on some real shit. I don't have no respect for you. At the end of the day, like, your life decisions overshadows your accomplishments at the end of the day. And I think you are bottom of the barrel, dirty bottom foot slut. And that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I would have loved for you to win. I would have loved for you to go out here and represent women in boxing, but you not it. And you prove it over and over again. Every time you lay down with that married man, I'm judging you. I don't give a. I'm judging that bitch. Fuck you, slut.
Me while I'm getting ready for this fight in this last 20 days, I'm going to cut into you so disrespectfully, man. They're gonna be like, yo, y'all always want to paint out a room, paint out, oh, she mean, she this. No, I'm not. But I am really like centered and focused and happy. But if you come bothering me,
no, you not, because you wouldn't. I can't take no more of this, naughty girl. If you were happy, you wouldn't feel the need to defend your relationship, bitch. I'm over it. I can't. These bitches come out on the internet and they get mad at the backlash of the fucking shit they put out there. You control the narrative, Claressa. We ain't need to know all of this. We ain't need to know Papa was upstairs. We ain't even know, like, you eating. I don't give a fuck about what she eat, bitch. Train for the fight. Let's go. And I have a feeling, look, like she chose Chrisean Cruz because she felt like she could be her. And that's the reality of it. And that's the same thing that goes with this Chrisean Rock fight coming up. They announced her opponent, which I think is a whole shit show. She thought fucking Blueface took advantage of her. Child, this boxing company is, shout out to the Jasmine brand. So she is fighting Zenith Zion, child.
You know, I always got away but I perform, you know, she be like,
I hope she show up, child. And from the looks of it, it looks like, hey Kim, what's up?
Hey girl.
What's up? How have you been? It's been a bit for me. I'm so over these fucking internet sluts. I can't take it no more.
I know, she's a trip.
How you think you're going to control the narrative that you put out there?
She wounded and she hurt. You know what the old folks say, a hit dog holler.
And obviously we hitting some point.
That's right.
the one thing she cannot speak to, because she know everybody drag her, is the fact that she is screwing a married man. Like, Look, I don't care how much a person say God, God, God out there. Like, you need to go back and read the Cliff Note version of your Bible, girl, because adultery is huge in the Bible.
But the thing about it is that she don't think nothing apply to her.
Right. And I really feel like at this point, in the way she speaks and things like that, she really has a God complex about herself, and she wants to present herself as worshiping God. The only thing Claressa worship is herself.
She live in the land of Delulu, period. Because I'm gonna tell you something though, for real. So even before Moses came down off of the mountain with the 10 commandments, really, he had 15, but they had pissed him off, he dropped one, right? So before then, remember when it was Cain and Abel, and Cain killed his brother? I mean, C-K-I-L-L, his brother. He knew it was wrong internally and intrinsically. He knew it was wrong. She knows it's wrong too, but she doesn't want, this is my nickel and dime store psychology. She already feel bad about herself anyway from her history and all the rest of that. I don't think, and she probably even persecuted her own self, but she doesn't want to further persecute herself, so she's just going to ignore it. And she's living out of the flesh. She wants to do not what's right, but what feels good to her.
There it is, that materialism.
Because a lot of people do that. Some people live in the flesh. And I ain't gonna lie now, sometimes I live in the flesh, depending on what it is, but you know what I mean? But I'm trying to send my goals up to heaven. So I ain't trying to do nothing to God snatch them away, okay?
Yeah, but she needs to understand, like, there is no win. Like, on some real, like, I hold Papoose to the fire along with her, because as a man,
sure.
Papoose need to back away and go handle his business with his family first. Before he could have a conversation with her and say, look, Claressa, I need to go handle my business and wrap up this situation with my marriage before we can move forward. You out here jumping the gun, talking about, oh, we gonna have babies and this and that, and I need to go handle my business. But I feel like because she a whole sugar mama in the situation and benefiting off of her, he won't walk away. And his wife said it, the quickest way for a ninja to fall in love is a ninja that is homeless, child. Like, he moved in with you didn't move in with him. Or he could say, well, because I could see this, she got homes in Detroit, right? Now she renting in Atlanta. If y'all so together, why y'all don't have a place together? Why he didn't create a home for you? If this would have, look, if the actions matched her words, I'll be like, all right, he leaving Remy. No, the actions are matching that he's still trying to hang on to his relationship and fight for his marriage behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Because y'all don't understand, when Remy started messing with Easy to Block after she took all that infidelity for him, Pap could, and I tell y'all all the time on this channel, men cannot take cheating and infidelity the way we do. We are forgiving. And when he found out she moved on, now he want to lay the pause. But Claressa, you claim y'all was together. So why he laying the pause on Remy if she was on Remy Man if she was so bad?
Because men don't like nobody pissing on their walls. You know how they get when somebody feel like somebody don't piss on their wall now. That can take them for a loop, all right?
Old school.
I don't want.
I'm saying, Kim, like, at the end of the day, there is no win for her. I don't care how many times she try to come out here and threaten content creators. We not scared of you. We didn't even know you until Pap was involved. And force that to the forefront. So anytime you go viral, ho, his wife do too.
Girl, I loved because I haven't been so busy with work and everything, I ain't been able to catch up with nothing. But when Remy went with that fur coat out there in that dang on pool outside, Girl, she was looking good. I was like, girl, you good girl.
You know, look, she a Gemini like me. We do
Yeah.
shit like that. Look, and we'll let you have the man for a little while, girl. Because we
Yeah. But now, and her body was tea because Clarissa, like I say, her body was tea. Now, when Clarissa did put on that little swimming suit the other day, she did look really pretty, though. And
I
her
don't
body
think
looked
she's an ugly girl at all. I
mm-mm,
just think her personality is ugly. That's the
for
difference.
sure. But then
Like
I want to say this too, though. I seen that dang on Clarissa. Wait a minute now. I see that dang on Clarissa get on a doggone, what you call that punching bag thing? I don't know how she got up there, first of all, with just her legs, but she just was straddled around that thing doing, what you call them, sit-ups? Is it sit-ups? Child, I was like, now she got some legs. She got some strong old legs. That's how she done wrapped her them legs around Papoose and did him like that, see? That's why.
Fool's gold.
No.
Fool's
I know
gold.
I'm bad for saying that, but I just see her. I said, no wonder Papoose keeps sticking in there between the perks and everything else, and that right there.
What do you think about all these Epstein files that just got released?
Man. So what about the Clintons? They weren't gonna go before the jury or nothing, and testify, but now they are.
Yeah, they testifying. I
Oh.
think on some real, I think
Mm-hmm.
because the midterms is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they lining Trump up to get him the fuck up out of there. I think everybody tired.
Mm-hmm. Girl, yeah.
I shouldn't have elected him. And this goes to the integrity of our country. Y'all shouldn't have elected him in the first place.
Oh
And
my
all the
God, it's so
signs were
sad.
fire or whatever, but y'all elected him anyway. And now he making a mess of things. The whole ICE situation. Now he trying to silence the press. I just want to remind the Anadika when he was running, his words were, "I'm gonna be your last president."
Sure was.
This
And
is
he's still saying that too, because he kept talking about, yeah, somebody told me if I start a war and everything, that I can always be president. But let me just tell you this, though, on a serious note. It is very horrible what he's doing. But, I thought about so I said, my grandmother used to always say, God works in wondrous ways in mysterious ways with wonders to perform. Now, one time I was working on a project and I was mad because stuff wasn't going the way I needed to go. People wasn't agreeing with my thought process and all the rest of that. And it was a really good idea. And the general manager was like, Kim, you have a great idea. This should be working, but you can't really control how other people say. He says, I'll tell you what you need to do. Let the process fail. When the process fails, then they're going to get sick and tired and they're going to really see what's going on and you'll get your way. Lo and behold, that's exactly what happened. I think that maybe the way America was continuing running, the God allowed everything to run amok because people need to see it. Fast forward to all this ICE stuff and all the rest. Now we sitting it out, okay? But now people asking, well, where are y'all at? Are they getting tired of it? They can't believe it's happening to them, right? Maybe the process had to fail so that they could get a real feel of what we've gotten or what they really have in office so they can see it for what it is and now become so enraged. And now not only become so enraged that pain becomes purpose, okay? So now they got a purpose to get the mofo out of there. So sometimes you got to let the process fail. And in a way, by us sitting it out, in a way that we're doing the same thing, letting the process fail, let them figure it out, let them feel it, okay? And then see what you say. That's just my little nickel and dime store opinion.
Sometimes people gotta feel like, and I think we should sit it out. Like,
Oh, I do too.
Treated for hundreds of centuries. Like, heart go out to the people that lost their lives in Minneapolis. Welcome to our world, right? Like, this is what we deal with on a regular basis, constantly being discriminated against, people violating our rights and things like that. Don't even give us a chance. It's because of the color. that
Right.
we are. Even though we all bleed red, you know what I'm saying? We all imperfect human beings. We're all children of God or whatever. But the white supremacy in this country is going to be the downfall of this country. And I think, okay, shout out to the Grammys when they took a stand. Like, how you going to take precedence over a country that was stolen? They've been doing this for centuries, okay? Stealing our culture, stealing our people, stealing land from all over the place, from America down to the Caribbean, okay? Look, that's why a lot of Caribbean countries have European influence. They were major players in this transatlantic slave movement.
Right.
And I
That's
just
why
think
they be telling us to
say what you want. The transatlantic slave movement was the first human trafficking ring, and they've been able to repeat this pattern, and they got stronger and better through the years. That's why you have Epsteins. That's why you have R. Kellys. That's why you have diddlers. That's why the human trafficking ring is $1 billion industry, and this is why they didn't want them files to come out, because they didn't want to be exposed, because they want to continue to participate in violating women, children, little boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, people need to wake up and pay attention to what is going on. They are protecting this ring because all of them benefit from it. And who participates? All the people that feed these elections, all the people that fund Donald Trump in his election, and all these electoral candidates. Okay, why you think Jeffrey Epstein was able to get away for so long? He was a philanthropist. He was donating. So him and Trump were like this. Why? He was helping Trump become president. It's been written in the cards, because why? They had to protect this ring of pedos.
Well, the other thing too is that his health isn't doing him the best. So, from all these analytics that people have been watching him, so that may be another thing too as well. But the only thing about it is that we got to get rid of the whole administration. So even if something did happen to him, what are we going to do with that Vance?
I hope he croak on the caca of and the Clintons are coming out because they tired of him throwing their name out there the way he do, so frivolously or whatever. Hillary know who she married to. We been knew who Bill Clinton was when he was getting Monica Lewinsky in the White House.
But I guess so. Why the Clintons have to go though and testify? So does that mean that Hillary was there too at Epstein's place? I mean, I don't know.
They on the flight logs, but I think it's more about clearing their reputation and their name. They tired of him this slinging their name out there as a scapegoat. You know what I'm saying? The way he do other people's names or whatever. But this is who y'all voted in as president. And remember, Hillary has a vendetta against him because she lost.
Oh yeah.
So why not throw him under the bus and sit a nail in the coffin to make sure he don't get back into America politics? But I just really feel like Americans need to do a lot better about who they select to lead our country. Like, a lot of them people in the White House, they do not care. Only thing they care about is lining their own pockets and staying. But yeah, girl, I'm so appreciative that you came up here. I'm about to end the show, but I'm over Claressa. I'm over fucking Chrisean Rock. I really don't give a fuck about who she boxing. Only thing I care about is Junior getting the help that he fucking need. And I hope the fight is an epic fail. She would have been better fighting Egypt, Tretchen, Salt and Pepper, or whatever, but it's not. It's about whoever's behind her money wise is about them winning, and they don't give a f about Junior, but we do.
They don't.
Like, go sit down and take care of your motherfucking child. At the end of the day, like, If it means you got to get a 9 to 5 to make sure he get the therapy that he need, that's the only thing I want to see. Her invested in her goddamn son for once. He ain't cared about him from when he got pregnant. They hold him fucking Blueface feet to the damn fire as they should, nigga. Don't come out here fake playing, talking about, oh, I'm the father and you ain't fucking doing shit. And that little boy is sick, going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you posted in hernia, nigga. You need to be doing more.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I ain't one-sided over here, Naughty Love Movement. I hold everybody accountable, just like
everybody get it. Everybody can get it.
Need to fucking go back home to his wife and figure that shit out before moving forward with this fucking dimwit or whatever. She'll be all right.
That ain't no lie. Oh, hey, Big B more. And what did Tail say? Tail said something. What she say up here? Tail said. Oh, she was talking about us sitting down. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. The election was rigged.
It's definitely power and silence. That's
Oh,
why.
she said, this isn't about hating on black women. Oh, you lay in bed with a married man. Ask Leanne Rhymes and Alicia Keys what happened to their careers when they broke up marriages. Okay, now.
Child, and Alicia Keys, she ain't happy. Swiss Beach cheating on her now.
No, right? I thought he was going to get a divorce anyway. Oh, and Tails also said that she implored that there's power in silence, and that ain't no joke. And I had to learn that too, Tails. That ain't no lie, though. I had to learn it. That lesson didn't come easy now. And she said she implored her people to continue sitting down. We've already proven that it works. Ask Tiger. Yeah, because remember, Target had to control their air conditioner during the summer because they couldn't afford to keep it on all the time.
Hold on. Tell says, screw Shabuzi. And the same for Ma'am Donnie as well. To ensure Black American culture will not be tolerated. The immigrants built the land. Exactly. Is a falsity that should not be tolerated. Yes.
Is Ma'am Donnie the guy in New York?
I think so, yeah. Tells. Clarify.
Yeah,
but
I thought everybody liked him.
Who?
Ma'am Donnie.
Child, everybody got some mess behind them. Like, this is what I say, Kim. I don't agree with nobody 100%. Like, I may agree with you about, I'm selective in agreement, okay, at this point. Because what they putting out here is propaganda. Even the Grammys, that was a whole propaganda scene. You know, all the years Grammys been going on, they ain't never take no damn political stand about nothing or whatever, even though the Grammys is the biggest racist entity we have in this fucking country. Like, if you becoming an artist just to get awards, like, you already misguided. Because what comes behind them awards? Because a lot of them people that was in that room at the Grammys was on the epilator list. Okay, let's talk about it.
On epilator.
They ain't got no loyalty. Yeah, I couldn't remember how to spell his name. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good, Tails. Well, I appreciate every last one of you joining me. It's time for me. I gotta start getting ready for the next day, child.
I just laid down. Love the Naughty crew. Love the Naughty crew. Y'all peace out. I'ma peace out. Love you, Naughty. I'll talk to you later, baby.
Okay.
Okay, boo. Bye-bye.
Bye. This world is a hot mess, as you can see. I think we living in the book of Revelations. Nations will rise against nations, and hoes will be put down to the floor. I'm just saying, don't come out here on your biblical, I'm so religious shit, and you committing all type of sins and stuff. It's the hypocrisy we can't stand about it all. Stand on business, Naughty Crew. Stand on business. Look, there's only one person on this YouTube that I believe is really of the word, and that is Juice Radio and Talk Show. Love her a long time. Shout out to her. A lot of people are really, really, really honorable out here, and I try to attach myself to those people so that it can rub off on me. Those are positive influence. But when you participating in the foolery, you're gonna get foolery back. And don't come crying to these internet streets when your ass get handed to you. Okay, that goes for the Nicki Minaj's, that goes for the Claressa Sheilds, that goes for all you nincompoops who want fame so bad and to go viral and can't stand when we fucking critique and give you constructive criticism, because y'all bitches is
Never been swallowed up, swallowed up.
Y'all all definitely swallowed up and don't know your head from your fucking tail. And Claressa, that fucking commentary that you came out here talking like acting like you threatening somebody, this is how the fuck we feel at the Naughty Crew.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
And if you don't like it, bitch, pull up.
You don't want no problems, you just talk like you do. Happy, so you, that you don't want no problems,
Girl, get your life. I love you, Naughty Crew. Until next time, Mount one.